Hello everyone and welcome to yet another DeFRaG demo review. My name is Crazy Al. The map this week for WarCup 363 is r7-tech, and it's a cool little strafe map with some very harsh turns, so we'll see how these gamers get through that. Shout outs to some names that we don't usually see. Shout outs to Sharkosity, mainly Sharkosity to be honest, and everyone else. I'm looking forward to seeing these demos. So yeah, let's just get right into it because we don't mess about here on TimCon, do we? Nah. Starting off with the VQ3 as is tradition, and we got a bunch of demos. Starting off with Raven with a 47.9. Let's go. Shoutouts to any Momentum mod gamers that may be watching this review. This map was one of the first maps ported to Momentum mods. So it's probably going to be one of the most played, given that it's a pretty simple strafe map, easy to learn, fun to play. It's got ramps, it's got turns, it's got bells and whistles and everything else. And this is the main part of the map I'll be looking at today. This turn can be pretty harsh. Come down there with loads of speeds and then you have to suddenly do a big U-turn. So that'll be the difference, that'll be the main difference separating the players in these demos today. We are already making our way to the finish line. There we have it. Nice little mirror. Well played, Raven. Next up, we have Pillow with a 47.3. Let's... Nice. Seems like a pretty harsh map for VQ3. It doesn't seem like that... I don't want to say that well designed, but it doesn't seem that comfortable in VQ3 at least, but we'll see what these gamers can do. Gamers with a capital G. Especially this part, like I say. Good, clean strafe so far. Final stretch. Nice. And I'm just going to bump up the gamma a wee bit because it's kind of dark, don't you think? Anyway, moving on. Another 47.1 this time from Kotiara. Unnamed player. Nice little bit half beating. Love to see it. Good speed off of that ramp. Touch the corner well enough. How are you going to deal with a big turn? Slow right down. Yeah, I tried this map a little bit in VQ3. Admittedly, in the Momentum mod, not in DeFRaG. I don't think I've ever played this map in DeFRaG, to be honest, but I played it a bunch in Momentum mod. And it's pretty difficult. I had a pretty rough time in VQ3, but hey, I'm not much of a VQ3 gamer anyway. Not like these lads or ladies or, you know, anything else. Next up, or anyone else, I should say, 45.6 from Radio Koala. A regular on the WarCups. Nice skim right at the start, first corner, and another. Nice speed here, cutting that corner pretty well. Bit of a rough section there. Does manage to get through. Doing a pretty good job of preserving momentum around these corners and these wall bonks and everything else. Nice little backflips in the mirror. Well played. Next up, 44.4. Chihua. Chihua. Chihua? I don't know. Wish I knew. Any minute. There you go. Nice, riding those snap zones. Love to see it. Yeah, that corner's really rough. Especially in VQ3. Speed here on the final stretch. Well played. Next up, 43.9 from Aren't. Aren't. Going quite wide around here, but it is letting him preserve a lot of speed, not losing too much on all these ground frames. He's cutting that corner pretty well, but does take a pretty harsh bonk on the wall. Yeah, if you want to practice your ground framing in VQ3, seems like a pretty good map to do it on. Nice. Like that, Bones head. Anyway, moving on to the top 3. Another 43.8 this time from Effect. Nice, good speed exiting that ramp. Loads of speed down here. Runs very deep into that room. Oof, just has to take that. Has to take a little bit of friction there to get around that corner. Nice. Next up in second place, we got 42.8 from Tofu. Shout out to Tofu. Going really wide here to try and preserve as much speed as possible in these first few corners. Doing a really good job of it. Excellent speed here, cutting that corner as much as possible. Just barely doesn't fall down that void pit. His skim. Oh, doing an expert job of getting around these corners here. Oh, this is how you do it. Tofu is a renowned VQ3 gamer. Very well played. Alright, next up. First place, Kit. 42.1. Decent jump from Tofu. Let's see it. Let's go shaky mouse. Not nearly going, like, keeping it pretty tight around these corners, not like Tofu at the start who went very wide. But Kit keeping it very tight. Got loads of speed from that wall strafe. Basically comes to a full stop on that turn there. Excellent work on these corners. Fat skim. Love to see it. And loads of speed by the end. Very well played by all the VQ3 gamers. We can see that one more time. Yeah, doing a fantastic job on these early corners. Getting tons of speed on that wall strafe. Wall strafing is good for you. Should do it more often. And fantastic half beat, riding those snap zones to the very end. Very well played by Kit. Shout outs to all these VQ3 gamers. And we have a few VQ3 demos of the week to show you. It's an Elko demo of the week. Yeah, collection. Let's do it. Starting off with, let's start with this map from DAS. In fact, no, let's start with this one because it's, you know, it's only like 11 seconds. Bunch of ZAS demos as per usual, and we got some crazy pre-fires on the go. Look at this. Bang. Oh my god, ZAS. And another. Is that not enough for you? You want some more? We'll get some more in the next demo, but we can take another look at that for the fans. Look at this, all the way across the room. Perfectly places that second rocket to be in time, and then a fantastic 3x into yet another pre-fire. Bang, look at that, perfect. Straight to the finish line. Excellent stuff. You never let me down, ZAS. You never let me down. Yet another Elko map from ZAS, and you can expect pretty much the same thing. Except this time with a little bit of strafing. Beginning on plasma, of course, who could forget? Oh, look at that. And another. And another. Great stuff. Such simple, like short, simple maps with really nice tricks. That's what you want. Of course. For the fans. That flick. Very sexy. And another. It never gets old. Great stuff. Very well played. Is that all the... Yeah, that's all the VQ3. Moving on to the CPM, we got a few more demos on this side of things, as usual. Starting off 35.4 from Sniper. Let's go. You'll see much smoother map in CPM. But still has this really, really tough turn here. And Sniper doing a pretty good job. That doesn't lose that much speed in it. Little bit of monk of steer here. It's that W key. But does a pretty good job of maintaining that speed that he's gained. Oh no, until like the last jump. Oh, that's devastating. But still, very well played. Next up, 33.7 from Kotiara, also known as Unnamed Player. Nice. Good turning. This is a lot of speed. How are you going to handle this? Yep, losing a couple hundred ups, but still, it's all good. You'd be lucky to get... If you're going around that corner in such a way to not lose speed, then you're not going fast enough. Pretty much. So yeah. Very well played. Next up, once again, another 33.7, this time from Radio Koala. Nice, good speed. That big turn. Doesn't lose too much speed. Nice, good finish. There he is. Well played. Next up we have Raven. 32.6, let's fucking go Raven. That is the Raven. One of my favourite gamers. I'm sure you all know by now. if you've ever watched one of these reviews before. Good job cutting that corner, goes straight to the ramp. There goes all of his speed. Decent strafes towards the end. There he is. There she is. Next up, dfcomps.ru. Who is that then? That is someone called Neville. I haven't seen this this player before. Neville from Belarus, I believe. On the Veil, something like that, possibly. Who knows? Nice, maintains lots of speed around that corner. It does take quite a wide turn though. That's a trade-off, you know what I mean? Good speed gain towards the end. Lovely stuff. And there's that Bones head again. Next up, 32.2 from Shihua. Shihua. I don't know. One of these days, someone will tell me how to say this person's name properly. But not this day. Loads of speed from that ramp, let's go. But how are you going to handle this? Oh, 1500 he gets up to, or they get up to, but does bonk that back wall. Taking quite a wide turn. Speeds almost 1500 before the end. Almost. Next up, 31.9 from Footsie. Or Footsie? I'm going with Footsie. Footloose. Nice. Move turn. Actually, pretty good retention of speed around that corner. Good balance of turning circle and speed preservation. Purple Bones. Well played. Next up, 30.4 from Syntax. Base unit. Nice snap zone work here in the beginning. Oh, that ramp hit right on the bottom. Getting loads of speed. Taking, oh, there we go. Taking a hero hit. Or, I forget that. I'm sure that technique has got another name, but I forget it now. But yeah, nice. Ball bonk, you want. And again, just almost getting to 1500 before the end. Next up, your first sub 30 of many. It's Pillow, let's go. 29.8. Big W turns. Good. That's a good ramp hit there. That's kind of what you want. You want to land your first hit on that ramp, kind of halfway down it, I think. You don't want to land too far down. I guess. I don't know, I'm just talking rubbish. It does get to 1500 though before the end. Very well played. Fastest we've seen yet in terms of speed. 29.7 from Capiche. Nice. Very bottom of that ramp. Big speed loss there, but a good line. Pretty good line through there. Good strafing towards the end. Look at the speed here. Well played. You can tell he's happy. Next up, another 29.5, this time from Madara. Neo Edic. Good skim. Loads of speed. Snap zone work. Actually hits the brakes, hits the plus back key right there to intentionally lose speed so you can get a nice smooth line. Nice smooth turn in that big corner. Nice snap zone work here at the end. There he is, the big boy himself, Tank Jr. Let's go. Next up, 29.0 from Effect. Lego. In that corner very well. Oof, okay, that was interesting. I wonder if that was even intentional. I mean, Effect knows what he's doing, so I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, sure, why not? Good speed by the end. We can take one more look at that, because I wanna just slow that down and take a closer look at what he did there. Here after this ramp. So you can see he just lands right before this gap, slides off the edge, but with step up allows him to get back up onto it. And yeah, I mean, does it help that much? I don't know, but does it look cool? Absolutely. And you know, it's all about looking cool. Going fast isn't worth much if you don't look cool while you're doing it. So very well played by Effect. He gets all the swag points today. Next up, Sharkosity. Let's go. Me and Shark go way back to the Reflex days. 28.9. Have a look. Using the Goblin strat of breaking the air resistance in front of you with the machine gun bullets. Tried and tested. Proven strategy. Nice. That's so lag. We're just checking out people's player models today. Alright, next up. 28.4 from City or CT or something. I don't know. Hitting all those snap zones in the beginning. Look at this. Nice, big ramp hit, loads of speed. Tight turn, tons of speed down here, 1600. And then a solid turn, look at this, like 1230 that was or something after the turn. That was an effective turn right there. Good line, tons of speed, love to see it. And is that Uriel? I forget, I think that's Uriel. Dex, I just call it Dex. Alright, moving on to the top three. My fellow co-commentator Toots, let's go Toots, getting third place here. 28.3, let's have it. Toots is going to show us how it's done. You look at the floor, that's how you do it, like a GoldenEye speedrunner. Nice. Similar strategy in that big turn, in that U-turn like we saw in the previous demo. Where is Toots? I have no idea. I imagine it's pretty early though, in the US right now. So he's probably busy doing, you know, real life stuff. Not like me. I'm just watching DeFRaG demos. We can see that one more time. We're in the top three. Probably being productive. I imagine that's where Toots is right now. Toots will be back on the stream soon enough, don't you worry. Yeah, that's pretty good turn. Loses just enough speed to let him carry that turn. Nice, well played. Next up, in second place we have Torner, 2015, let's go. 27.6, let's have it. Again with the snap zones. Good speed here. How are you going to lose it? Bump on the wall. Oh, look how tight that was. That was excellent. Really, really tight turn there. Excellent line around that corner, around that U-turn. And manages to preserve a lot of speed. Very well played. That's the best turn we've seen yet. Oops. So let's take another wee look at that, shall we? That's a pretty high placing for Turner as well. So yeah, very well played. Oh, hits the plus back key as well. You know how much I love the plus back key. Slamming on the brakes. But yeah, that's an excellent, excellent turn. Nice. Alright, next up, your first place demo for today is by Minoa. It's a 27.3. Let's have a look. Interesting circle jump, putting all of his effort into that circle jump. Speed, cuts the corner well, doesn't even touch the ramp. Oh, and gets around that corner with like 1300? 1300, 1290. There or thereabouts. Very good corner. It's like I say about that ramp, like, you know, like instinct would tell you hit the ramps, gain speed. You know what I mean? That's how DeFRaG works. But obviously, immediately after that massive ramp, you've got this ridiculous U-turn that you can't possibly expect to keep all your speed around. So actually not hitting the ramp there helps him out quite a bit, I think. Again, I'm just a noob who knows nothing compared to players like this, so maybe I'm just talking rubbish, but it looks pretty good. It seems like not hitting the ramp is the route you want to go for. Well, whether it is or isn't, it got Minoa first place in this week of the WarCup, so very well played, and well played to all these gamers, to be honest. Shoutouts to Sharkosity for submitting. We don't see his demos very often. Alright, time for CPM demo of the week, and we've got a couple of, well, more Elko and more Zas. But before that, we got a Goblin demo. Let's go, Goblin. Oh, that ground boost, though. The most important key in this run is the plus move down, the crouch. You have taken the lead. Very quick map, but very technical, I think. There's a lot going on. So we're just going to see the whole thing in slow-mo, to be honest. Because, you know, it's just cool. I mean, this ground boost at the start is perfect. There's a timer reset as well, by the way, in case you didn't notice. I think. Is it a timer reset? Yeah, there it is. Massive ground boost. Tons of speed. Are you kidding me? So crouching here, so as to not hit those angled sort of brushes on the roof, I guess, because it'll probably lose him a bunch of speed. I guess he's just trying to not hit the ceiling there, because it's not a flat ceiling. So if he hits it in a certain way, he's going to lose speed. Crouching here again, so that he can do a ceiling bug with the rocket, I imagine. Another ground boost, obviously, for a corner that tight, you're going to need it. You're going to need it. And then another crouch here. I don't think that one's as important as the rest, but this one is the most important. Crouching, so he can just reduce the size of his hitbox and get into that finish line just that little bit faster. Crouching, obviously, if you're coming from Source games, crouching in this game moves your head down. It doesn't move your feet up. In Source games like Half-Life and so on, it moves your feet up, so it lets you jump up onto platforms more easily. Whereas in DeFRaG, it allows you to duck underneath ceilings more easily. We'll take another look at that in full speed. And by the way, 1270 from a ground boost is perfect. That is just, it doesn't get much better than that, to be honest. So yeah, it's only like a 13-second run, but there is so much going on in that little map right there. So massive shout outs to Goblin. What's next? We got this map. We saw this one earlier in VQ3, and now it's time for CPM. Very, very quick map, 8.5 seconds. And obviously we're starting off with a crazy pre-fire. At 2, actually. Well, no, I think that was just a 1. But a double. And there you go, it's already done. So we'll see that one in slow-mo as well, because it is so short. Very precise. I wonder if he's using zoom to place that rocket. I would. Tons of speed here, lines up with the rocket. So he just angles himself out a wee bit so he can shoot both of those rockets at the same place. So when he slows down here, bang. Lovely 3x. Runs all the way up. And then another. Perfectly placed. Lovely stuff. Obviously. Zas plus Elko equals, well, just amazing. One more time. In real time. Fantastic. You love to see it. You really do. And yeah, well, that's all the demos we have for you today for the WarCup 363. There is your leaderboard once more. Shout outs to all these gamers and all the demo of the week gamers. It is a pleasure to see them week in, week out. Mostly Zas, to be honest. But I did go through, I went through all the demos, a lot of demos on the demos channel in the DeFRaG Discord, and I downloaded the whole bunch. So there's tons of cool demos coming, not just Zas on Elko maps, I promise. Although we do love to see it, and it is once again a terrific show. And again, if you've got some cool demos, don't need to be your demos, can be any demos. Don't need to be world records either, as long as it's a cool demo. Just send it to me on Discord or post it in the DeFRaG Discord demos folder, demos channel rather. What am I saying? Remember, yellow Discord good, silver Discord bad. And yeah, I will feature them on the show, and it'll be a great time. It'll be a terrific show, you might even say. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. You've been fantastic as always, and I will see you next time, where hopefully we'll have a very special guest. So yeah, cheers. Have a good one. Bye bye now.